So I've got my dump trailer behind me, and I use it mainly around the farm, the shop, haul stuff to the scrapyard, things like that. Pick up and move equipment with it, stuff like that. One thing I've always thought about needing to do, but I've never actually done, is there's a lot of straps, D-ring places, things like that on it to strap stuff down, but there's no netting to put over the top of it. And I loaned it to a friend this weekend. They went to Florida to help some family and friends out, and we're hauling some gravel down there, and on the way down there, a piece of rock flew out, hit somebody's car, and busted the windshield. So it's like, okay, they want to go back again this weekend, and I don't want them to have the same problem. So I ordered a kit. I looked at a couple different. I wanted to help protect the tarp from the welds and everything. I ground them down, but there's always a chance that something could pop loose or something, I could have missed a sharp edge. So this is a rubberized undercoating. As you can see, we've got it painted. It's a nice black, it'll match the trailer. Of course, the rest of the trailer needs painted now, but probably ain't gonna happen today. We've got our bearings put back on. This is the locking handle. We're getting ready to put the shaft that the tarp hooks onto. We're getting ready to put it on. The way this works, one shaft has about a 6-inch spline on the end, or a stub on it. The other part of the shaft has about a 2-inch stub on it. And then the way it works, they shipped in about 48-inch sections, and then there's a 3-foot section that slides in. So you slide them together, and then there's self-tapping screws that we'll put in once we get everything on the trailer. So I've already cut this down, and I've got it the right size. Just used a Ziz wheel with an aluminum blade to cut it down, and it's ready to go. The other thing I did, if I can find it, yeah. So, I don't know, yeah. You see that black mark right there? That is the center of that 36-inch internal shaft. And the reason I marked it is that way I know that that's the center. I can line it up, and I know we're right dead in the center, so that when I put screws in it, it's gonna hold. Now we're gonna put it in, and the way we'll put it in, we'll slide this in first, and it'll slide all the way in. So it helps if you pull all the set screws all the way out. Shaft slides through a lot better that way. We're also going to put a little bit of Earl on there just to help everything slide and maneuver a little better. Alrighty. So slide this in first. Oh, much better. And then I will come down to this side. Apply some Earl and slide the shaft in this way. All right. Pretty simple overall. So now that we've got the shaft in, we've got it centered where we want it, we'll tighten down the set screws. All right. The next thing we're going to put on is the sprocket. This controls the tension on the net to keep it from unwinding if you don't need it all the way rolled back, or if you need to put some tension on it. So that acts as a little brake. Okay. It just slides up over, and again we'll find the right Allen wrench and tighten the set screws. Give me a second. I put a spring down somewhere and I gotta find it. Don't you hate when you lose something that you just had? All right, so this just clips right there on, there's a little ear here. I'll bring you in closer in a second to show it to you. And then it will go down. Oh, let's see. That may not be the best way to do that. There we go. And there's a long nut that came with this, and or a long bolt, and this spring fits over that bolt and acts as the safety or the return for that. Now, I'll put this lock nut on. And let's see. All right. Next step is going to be the handle. The hole in the end of the shaft is already pre-drilled. All we have to do is slide this over. And to hold the handle on, it's just nuts and or bolts and lock washers. There's a hole that is pre-drilled. All right, next thing to do is the tarp. Okay, so that's it. We've got the tarp on, we've got the cover on, the ratcheting system, all that's done. It's installed. The only couple things I'm probably going to do, I'll probably get a couple of bungee straps to wrap around this just to keep this from flapping. I could probably roll it further up, but I think it'd be better to secure it with a bungee cord, because then I can turn around and use the bungee cords on the side. So yeah, I think it'll do what it's meant to do. It will protect it from limbs and stuff that come down and snag this and tear it. It'll keep this out of the sun quite as much and rain quite as much. I mean, it's still going to get wet, it's still going to get the sun, but protect it, make it last as long as we can. Really good kit. I'm really impressed. This company's called All Truck Product. And again, that's them, their phone number and everything. I am not sponsored by them in any way. This is the product I found, and dealing with them has honestly been a pleasure. They are a phenomenal company to deal with, and like I said, I had an issue with the wrong netting size. It was my fault, but they helped me out and we got it straightened out and didn't slow the project up, so that's good. A couple of things we didn't use that come in the kit. The original brackets that the bearings fit onto. For the design I wanted to do, it was a different bracket style needed, so I cut them on the plasma table. So we'll hold on to these. We may use them on a different project. They also sent 4 of these hooks, J hooks, and these would be mounted on the side for like the rope to go up under, or bungee cords to help secure the netting. Because we have a tie bar, it's right about here, all the way around the trailer. We don't need these, so I'll hold on to these. I'll use them for a different project as well. They sent us really nice section of nylon rope, nice little carabiner on it, and this is to run through the eyelets to help tighten it all down. I may use it, but most likely I'm going to use bungee straps. So, so we probably won't use that either, but I might use it to secure loads. You never know. We'll figure out. Rope's always handy. The only thing I didn't show you, I think, was actually attaching the tarp to the aluminum strut rod. And to do that, all you do is take flat washers and, let me flip it over, some of these self-tapping bolts and run them in. There's, I believe, 5 of them, and that secures the netting to the rod. I've got enough length on the tarp that I don't have to unroll this completely to get over the back end of the trailer, so that should work out good. Hey, I appreciate y'all following along. Thank you for watching this project. Like I said, it was something I've been meaning to do and just never made it a priority. Life made it a priority, so we got it done. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you to all the new subscribers and the people that are coming and watching. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a blessed day. I know I am. God bless. I'll see you on the next one.